Paradise Lost are one of the, if not the most important band when it comes to gothic metal and the genre's unique sound. So, as somebody who was able to experience them live in their own hometown, Halifax in West Yorkshire, only a couple of weeks ago when they were opening up for my favorite band ever, Opeth, I'm going to give you guys a little like ranking of all of their albums, and I'm just gonna be talking about the albums, so like the title says, I listen to every Paradise Lost album, so you don't have to, but you should, because in my opinion, unless you're like dying on your deathbed and you have like 1 more day left to live, I think you can invest the 3 days that it took me to do this. Okay, so on with the video. We're gonna be making a little tier list, and I'm just gonna talk about each and every Paradise Lost album from the first one they did till the last one they did, Ascension, and yeah. I hope you enjoy, and if you do, consider giving me a thumbs up and a subscribe, because I got more like this coming with some other bands and also some more maybe fun videos, I don't know. So yeah, I'd always appreciate that. All right, that was the intro. Great. Okay, so let's just start with the very first album, Lost Paradise. In my opinion, this isn't actually as bad as most people say it is. I'm a big fan of like early Catatonia, early Opeth, so no surprise I like this one. The production is a little bit crusty in my opinion, but you know, and I feel like even from this album you could really already tell that like the kind of style that they were going to have and the kind of music they were going to make, and I think that's really cool. I really like Our Savior. That one's really good, and I think it's quite catchy, honestly. So I feel like they were already pretty good at writing songs back then, in my opinion. So yeah, that one definitely isn't terrible. So we are actually not going to feel the very bottom of this tier list, because I don't think any Paradise Lost albums are terrible. Yeah, Lost Paradise going in D tier. Moving on to the next one, Gothic, which like is, I guess, out of the really early albums, one of my favorites. Um, it has good, strong riffs, good vocals, in my opinion, already. And yeah, I think you can really hear the despair. So I would say, since it is a little bit rough, I would put Gothic in C tier. Yeah. Next we've got Shades of God, and I'm a little bit like biased on this one because my favorite song by Paradise Lost is from that album. It's As I Die, and I love that song so much, okay? I cannot even explain. It's just everything about it is just so cool. I can't. Um but basically I think this album deserves more recognition, in my opinion, because it's really good, and I like it a lot. I like it more than Gothic, and yeah, something about it, this whole album, and especially As I Die, is just sounds so much more professional than all of the other albums, like than the 2 other albums before. So yeah, I put Shades of God in A tier actually. Next we've got Icon, the Icon, obviously. I really like this one, and yes, everyone is correct. This might be one of the best Paradise Lost albums. Um, my personal like go-to for like rainy days if I need something to listen to if I'm bored. And it's not something I listen to a lot because I do like Draconian Times better, so I listen to that one a lot. But in my opinion, this is a great album, and that's why it's also going in A tier. And yeah, also True Belief is like a song that I very much relate to, and the way I grew up is like, yeah. So yeah, that's Icon going in A tier. Well, next we've got Draconian Times, and I fucking love this album. This is peak. This is great, packed with bangers. I like almost every song. Okay, that's a lie. I like every song, but like love almost every song. Like Hallowed Land, One Solemn, Enchantment, um Shadow Kings or whatever it's called, I forgot. It's all this album is like a all killer, no filler for me, in my opinion. So it's going straight into S tier. Good. Like, I think people are correct when they say this and iKON are like the prime or like what. So next we've got the 1 Second album, and I have a bit of a soft spot for this one because this is the album that got me into Paradise Lost. Like songs like Say Just Words or 1 Second, the title track. Like I love that like so much. And my favorite's gotta be like Blood of Another or Mercy or 1 Second. And I'm gonna put it in A tier because it's not quite an S for me because it does seem a little bit repetitive, but yeah, I like it. It's cool. Perfect. And then next we've got Host. So I actually never listened to this album before. I don't know how that happened because I have been a fan of Paradise Lost for quite some time now. And I think this is great. I love Host. I got super into goth music about a year ago, and this is peak, honestly. And I also listened to like Host, the side project that they ended up doing, and I think that's good too. But yeah, it's like a different direction that they took in a way, and I think they did it really well. So Host is definitely something I can recommend if you like goth music. I think, yeah. Also, in my opinion, Nick's vocals on this album are goated. So good. My favorite's gotta be Nothing Sacred. And Made the Same. Made the Same is also really good. But despite all of that, this is like not what I like Paradise Lost for. So this is still going in B tier for me. So next we've got Believe in Nothing, and this is like an album I've like never really come to like. Not because it's bad, but just because I don't know. I like Mouth though, I like playing that on guitar. um I'm pretty sure there's some very deep lyricism in this one and some very interesting like lyrical themes, but I've never really gotten around to like analyze it or anything because well, I don't like listening to it. I don't know why. Yeah, so this one is a C tier for me. It would probably move up if I listened to it more often, if I engage with it more often, but yeah, I don't. So okay, next we've got Symbol of Life, which I think is a pretty good album in a sense, and I really like the sound on it because it reminds me a little bit of like Vicarious by Tool. I don't know why, but like it does. It gives me that vibe, and I really like Tool, so this one's really good. I love Isolation, Erased, and Small Town Boy. Like those are like the classic picks, but still, I think those are all really good. Oh, and Channel for the Pain, is that one from there? Yeah, it is. So those are definitely really good. Um, I like it a lot more than the last one, so I think it deserves a spot in B tier. Sorry, I'm quite critical about this, but like I can't give everything S tier and A tier because then the tier list will be boring as hell. We've got Paradise Lost, which is the self-titled. In my opinion, from what I know, like self-titled albums have a reputation of being either really shit or really good, and in this case, I think the latter applies. I love this album. This is going to S tier. I love this. This is great. Don't Belong is like my favorite song on there. Um, Very relatable. And Shine. I love Shine. That was good too. And the album is just, it seems so well put together and it seems so clean in a way that doesn't seem too like performed, you know? It's still so good. It's great. I love it. Yeah, so then after that one, I was like, okay, Requiem in Requiem. What happened? I don't like that one. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I like Enemy because I saw that one live and it was like really fun, but I'm sorry. I really don't like it. I don't know why. It just doesn't click for me in my opinion. It's going in C tier. Then next we have Faith Divides Us, Death Unites Us, which I love the title track. That's such a great song, honestly, such a great message overall. And so is the album. Like, it's good, but it's not amazing. Like, I think that's like my only favorite song on that album, Faith Divides Us, Death Unites Us. I don't really remember any of the other ones because I never really listened to this one because, well, I don't like it that much. So, yeah. I can appreciate it, sure, that's why it's in B tier, but I don't know. maybe I gotta listen more often, maybe I gotta understand it better, maybe I need to appreciate it more, but for me it's just a B tier. It's okay. So Tragic Idol, I really like the guitar tone on this one. And in my opinion, this is the same with Death Unites Us. Like it's it's not the best, it's not amazing, and it's not one I find myself listening to a lot. But I really like Crucify on that one. So yeah, it's also going into B tier. Next is The Plague Within, and I didn't actually know this one before I was like doing research for this video and like listening to all of them back and forth again. And I think this one might be like one of the best like late Paradise Lost albums in my opinion. I really like this one. Gotta be my like second favorite because Ascension is my favorite. I like Eternity of Lies, Cry Out, and Return to the Sun. Those are like my favorite songs from that one. And yeah, so it's going into A tier for me. Now we've got Medusa. This is actually an album I've listened to a lot, but not really because I like it, but because I tried to like it because I thought it had a cool name. Um, but it's maybe I'm sick of it, or maybe it's just not for me, but this one definitely isn't as good as its predecessor, and I was a bit disappointed when I found out that it was the one that came after it because I didn't actually know the chronological order of any of these albums because I don't look at when that stuff came out. I just listen to whatever. Yeah, so Medusa is for me definitely like a B tier. It's like I like it, but I wouldn't kill to hear it live any of the songs, so you know, it's okay. Um, I think my favorite song gotta be the title track. Like I like that one. And Blood and Chaos. That one's cool too. Then we got Obsidian, which is packed banger after banger. I love Obsidian. That's why it's going in A tier. And it was kind of a subtle foreshadowing for Ascension in my opinion. I fucking love Ascension and Obsidian is fire too. So my favorite ones from these are definitely Defiler because I really like the riff on Defiler. And also Ghosts because I saw that one live, and Valtteri from Opeth actually because he used to be the drummer for Paradise Lost came on stage with them and did it with them, and I thought that was so cool because like I genuinely admire this guy because he's a machine, and I wish I could drum, but I don't have space for a drum kit. I'd really love to though, maybe one day. But it was genuinely so cool to see that live, and it's just Ghost is like a really good song in my opinion. So yeah, Obsidian in A tier. I would like it's almost at the brink to S for me, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, and then lastly we have Ascension, which is my out of the like newest Paradise Lost album is my favorite, and out of all of them is also one of my favorites. So yeah, going in S tier. Every song was great. I because I didn't know when the albums were from. I was just listening to them randomly, and I genuinely thought this was like from their prime. I was so surprised when I found out it came in 2025. I was like, holy shit. Like I saw stuff like Tyrant Serenade and Silence Like the Grave and Serpent on the Cross live. Serpents on the Cross? I'm not sure. Saw it live, and I thought, holy shit, this is like I didn't know they played so many of their like old bangers. And then I'm making the like setlist playlist the day after the concert, and I realize these are new songs. This is what they're still doing, and honestly, like Nick Holmes, peak vocalist. I fucking love Bloodbath, and I know he didn't start Bloodbath. I know Mikhail Akafeld did. Come on. But he's a peak vocalist in my opinion, and he can still do it. Like live, he was amazing, amazing stage presence, funny as hell. Honestly, he was like looking because we were in the Peace Hall open air, so it's like sunset. And he was like, "Oh, the sun's right in my fucking eyes," or he was like saying, whenever there was like parts where we'd sing along or something, he would be like, "You bald guy, you too," just like calling out random people who weren't like clapping or singing. It was like, and I was like at the barricades, like screaming my ass off because what the hell, this was so cool. So yeah, I think this is the complete tier list. If you don't agree, let me know why, but please be nice, okay? Um, or don't. I will just delete your comment. It's not that hard. Yeah, if you want to see more of this and if you want to see me rank other albums of bands, then let me know in the comments if you say like, oh, I want like rank Amorphous albums, which is actually something I want to do because I really like Amorphous. Um, yeah, or I could do I wanted to do a video where I rank the Opeth albums, but the problem is that my ranking of those constantly changes because of how much I listen to it. So I'm not sure. So yeah, that was it with this video. Seriously fucking grateful that I got to see this formation, Katatonia, Paradise Lost, and Opeth together, and that I got to meet Mikael Åkerfeldt. Bro, I'm not recovering from that one. I was like, nah. I might do like a concert kind of wrap up at the end of the year where I'm just gonna talk about like the best concerts I've been to. This one, Halifax Peace Hall Opeth, will definitely be amongst them. So look out for that one. But yeah, for now, just like let me know if you agree with how I rank them or if you don't. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I know the format isn't like that good because I'm like recording on my phone and I did the tier list beforehand, so you can't really see like a live update of it, but working on that, okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a great night, day, whatever the fuck. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.